there's a daybreak, somewhere there's a moon. Some way they'll both shine upon us soon. And this time will fall behind us and before
Thanks,
us.
Janella. And that is Alan Doyle, of course, Fortunate Ones and more incredible Canadian artists lending their voices to It's Okay. It's a touching track in support of mental health. Now, we're excited to have Alan with us this morning, along with Catherine and Andrew from Fortunate Ones. Good morning, East Coast. What is up?
Good morning and welcome, at least virtually, to the Atlantic bubble. Great. Thanks so much for having us on. We miss you. I want to say that right off the bat to all the people west of the Atlantic Canadian bubble. We miss you terribly, and thanks for having us on to chat about this important initiative that we're all sharing together here with the good gang at Dollar a Day Foundation, and Andrew and Kat from Fortunate Ones and a bunch of the rest of our friends got together to sing on a song to raise a little awareness for Canadian Mental Illness Awareness Week, and tomorrow, of course, is World Mental Health Day. So it's an important day, and thanks so much for having us on just to chat about it and to give everybody a heads up and a cheers from the East Coast.
Yeah, Alan, you know we love having you on, man. We miss you as well. We want to get in that bubble. I'm trying to get over there as soon. As soon as we can, we will be there to join you all for a sing-along, and we'll get to that in a second. Kat and Andrew, working with Alan on this and getting involved, talk about this track and why it was so important for you to be involved in it.
Well, as you can imagine, the pandemic put a halt to everyone's lives in one way or another, and certainly the music industry was profoundly impacted, and we're still kind of dealing with the fallout of everything. But in typical Alan fashion, he kind of looked at the surroundings when the chips fell, and he said, what can we do to kind of help each other out in this time? And when you're a musician and this is your full-time gig, so much of your identity is wrapped up in this that when you start to lose that identity, you kind of feel like a ship without a harbor, and Alan was kind of a bright light in this dark time. He gathered us and some of our friends together and said, how can we make the most of this strange time, and what kind of opportunity can we give ourselves? And so, we just, as we always do, we'd follow Alan into the sea.
Well, and it really speaks to his generosity as well for, in such a tough time in the music industry, for him to still be giving.
Yeah, and Alan, we'll just call you the lighthouse because you definitely, you have been that. You are that beacon, and you have been that hope for a lot of people. Talk about Dollar a Day, and
Yeah, sure, thank you. And thanks for the kind words, guys. It was a real treat to get to be able to sing together. And we did this cool project where we called Songs from Home. It's going to come out soon. And the track we're talking about, we featured on there. And it's we got together really as a way to help us and help everyone at $1 a day raise awareness that it's okay to have a bad day and that things are going to be all right down the road. And $1 a day, of course, is all about that. It's a very simple foundation where we collect dollars from people across the country, and we take 100 cents of that dollar and we give it to mental health and addictions facilities and programs across the country. And we really anchored that early in the pandemic times with our suppertime sing-alongs, and they're going to come back in November. And we raised about $500,000 for various mental health and addictions facilities across the country during that time when we started, and surely looking forward to doing that again in November, leading up to Christmas.
That's it. And yeah, I'm excited to see you bring that back, of course. Kat and Andrew, you guys were involved in a suppertime sing-along a little while ago as well. What was that like for you? What was that experience like?
It was amazing. I mean, we really missed friends, obviously, through isolation. So to even see Alan through the window was a huge blessing.
Yeah, and obviously what $1 a day does is incredibly important, and for those who might not know, they are a foundation that help to bridge the gap between addictions and mental health services and the need. And it's an incredible foundation, and we've been very lucky to be a very small part in that. And again, that Suppertime series was great. We filmed in Alan's backyard from a distance, of course, and it was just great to be able to kind of flex those creative muscles again. And it's the same with this project. Alan essentially took us under his wing, taught us these practices in terms of recording in isolation, recording at home, something he's been doing in hotel rooms and on buses and on planes for over a decade. He gave us the kind of confidence and the technological know-how to confidently put this music together on our own and then bring it to the group virtually. So I remember feeling kind of resentful for having to learn all of this this kind of know-how because of what had happened in the world. But
Yeah.
now I'm so grateful for it in so many ways that are still unfolding.
And that's, and, you know, y'all are humbled in that way too, because you guys are Juno nominated. It's not like it's your first time doing music. You guys have a great history as well. Alan, taking this team, you know, and taking them to another level in this kind of way of doing music, how was that for you?
Oh, super fun to, like you say, to include people in a way I think that they didn't know possible. And I think that was one of the greatest things about this, the Songs from Home project, in that it really just, it did two things. It gave us a chance to make music together without actually being together, but then it also gave us a chance to make people around the world feel more connected through song. And that's exactly what the It's Okay collaborative song that we all worked on together will do. And if a lot of the Rogers radio stations, by the way, are going to feature it in the next couple of days. If you listen to your local Rogers radio station, they'll do a little chat about $1 a day, and you'll hear the myself and the Anna Sisters and the Once and Rachel Cousins and Fortunate Ones singing this song, and we're quite proud of it, and we're quite hopeful that it will give people a little lift right when they need it the most.
Hey, we're proud of you guys, and we're appreciative of the love that you always put out there. $1day.ca, Alan Doyle, Fortunate Ones, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and for the great work that you are doing out there as well. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you all
Thanks for having us,
soon.
everybody.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Take care.
Miss you.
Yeah.
Hey, coming up, we're going to go from that music. And as I mentioned, you're going to be able to hear that on Rogers Radio country stations starting tomorrow for World Mental Health Day as well. But we're going to go. I'm going to get up here, guys. We're going to get up and we're going to start moving it out to Beyonce. That's what it's happening as we get ready to move this morning. So get loose. Get ready to dance. It's a Friday into a long weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we also want to know what you're thankful for. So let us know, despite these tough times. Hit us up, 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. We'll chat with you a little later this hour.